we have to talk about the energies last night. Holy crap. Also, this is a kind of Gia just said that, but this is about the energies as they came in and how I felt and interpreted them. And then this dream I had that was mind-blowing. So my last video from yesterday, it's the third where I'm wearing the sweater and I'm the black sweatshirt and I'm in the car. I gave the full woo, the esoteric picture of how this election experience has been contributing to Ascension, like what role it plays in Ascension. For those of us who we're catching the next wave. I'm not going to repeat too much information, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch that. It's incredibly relevant to what I'm about to say. So last night, I was definitely processing a lot of grief as TikTok shut down. I was definitely triggered from previous experiences of grief, of loss. So I was working through a lot of that. So the energy just felt weird. And then my psychic bestie messaged me and she was like, whoa, did you feel that? It's like a void. And I was like, I mean, I thought it was just me processing grief, but what else is there? And so we were tapping into the energy and it had this very distinct, it's sort of like when the ocean pulls back before a tsunami. An energetic void is a great way to describe it. It was like being in zero gravity, this void space. It was both unsettling and calming at the same time. Just this silence, this energetic silence. And I said to her, I keep feeling over and over like this is about the split. This has got to be about the split. We're feeling the preparations for the split. And she tapped in and her confirmation got the same thing too. And that whole conversation, I kept hearing Judgment Day, Judgment Day. And so I said that and I'm like, I don't mean that in like a scary biblical way. Like the Bible, but that concept of Judgment Day as a neutral concept, as in the day has come when the deeds will be weighed and you will be judged by your deeds. And I don't mean judge necessarily in a harsh way, but when we're considering about a certain orange felon, I like it. But for the rest of us, it's what I said in that last video. It's about the sorting hat. Where are you energetically? What are you ready for? Are you ready to catch this next wave? So then as I was lying in bed going to sleep last night, I felt the energy waves kick in. And it was a very mixed energy. I could feel lots of different kinds of energies. And there were some that were almost identical to the election night energies and some that were almost identical to those energy waves when I've talked about anchoring and my dream about the tsunami and people talking about the solar flash. Those energies were mixed in as well. But there was also this new energy. I had never felt it before. It was very much like how I described it, because I got back on with my friend and I was like, dude, do you feel it? This was like 1 a.m. Mountain Center time, which, side note, it doesn't matter what time. Timey-wimey. Remember, like, time is not linear in spirit. Some people feel it at different times. Some people don't feel it at all. Doesn't mean you missed it if you didn't feel it. It just means the more energy sensitive among us will feel it, okay? So I was feeling, it was again that void, the pulling back of the tsunami, but it was like, gosh, it sounds weird. It was like swirly. I kept getting this feeling of like, have you ever seen the machine do the taffy pull? And it's like the two tongs are doing this and the taffy's doing like figure eights. It felt like that. And it was both intense, but also like soft. It was weird. I've never felt anything like that. And I just kept feeling pulled, stretched, just expanded. It was very different. But I also just had that claircognizant knowing of like, we're feeling the energies of the split. Now listen, I don't know when. I don't know when. I don't know if it's final. I don't know when it will be final. I don't know how long. So I don't know. But what I was feeling was related to that. So then the dream I had. Now, it was just this snippet of the dream. Now, I'm a prolific dreamer and spirit will send me messages through dreams. And these types of dreams have a different quality so I can recognize when there's a spiritual message in it. And in this dream, I was out in the high desert, which I live near some high desert areas. So this is like my turf, my territory. And I saw running through the brush, initially I didn't know if it was a fox or coyote, but I heard the word jackal. I heard jackal. And it was brown, but on the back, it was like black and gray, kind of spotted or striped. Now, whenever I get a conspicuous animal crossing my path, whether in dreams or in life, my go-to, I Google spiritual meaning of the animal. Burping. Sometimes that's a sign of energetic clearing. Hiccuping, burping. So I looked up spiritual meaning of jackal. Get this. My head was spinning today reading all of those. It's like every single interpretation of that experience is applicable. That weighing of the scales, if you know about Mott and the feather and knowing you have to, your heart has to pass. And your heart has to be balanced with the weight of a feather. And really what that means, are you light of heart? That is what healing is to the core. Have you healed? Are you full of love? Are you full of hate? Are you full of rage and injustice? Your heart will be measured. That's the sorting hat, the split that I was talking about in that video yesterday. It's never one and done. It's never, oh no, it's too late. This is that life process of healing and growing and expanding. And then when it is your turn, you are given the chance to evolve. If you pass, you pass. And that was that feeling going into last night, is that it's time. Like all the work we've been putting in, it's finally time. So that was the overt interpretation when I first, upon awakening and looking that up. But then we look at death, and we know what we've been talking about. Y'all heard the rumblings of whether a certain orange character might not still be a part of this realm, which is an interesting idea. We talked about it in the live with Sam and ethical spirituality last night. Unclear as to whether those premonitions are a literal death or if it's a metaphorical and energetic. I said in the live, you remember those videos I did a month or two ago? I did like 5 videos where I was cackling about him, could not stop laughing. And I kept saying, like, this man does not feel real. He doesn't feel real. He has no power. Like, I cannot feel any energy in him. So then we have the scales of justice. And how many people have been pulling the Justice Tarot cards? And of course, the literal meaning, we want to see him brought to justice and all the people who are complicit with him. I am telling you, this dream packed a punch. Just that symbol alone. Woo! And side note, that is why Spirit also uses symbolism, because seeing one symbol can download dozens of meanings. It's incredible. Okay, now I'm going to take a sec to preempt any questions you have. If you are concerned about not making it, don't be concerned, okay? Get rid of any ideas that you have had, whether culturally and especially religious, about being pure, about being perfect, about being impeccable. This is not that, okay? Really what Ascension comes down to is, do you desire to evolve? Do you want more? Do you want to be more connected? Do you want to have love be the driving factor on this earth? Where is your intention? Wherever your intention is. And as long as your actions and your ideas, as long as you're trying to be aligned with that intention, that's all you need. That is all you need. I've been harping on healing because it makes it easier to move forward. I don't want anybody panicking and saying, what if I don't make it? What if I haven't healed enough? I don't want anyone to be spiraling at all with this. This message should be one of upliftment, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are still here, seeing my videos, interacting with my videos, and having hope, even if you're scared, you can be scared and have hope at the same time. I'm telling you, you've made the cut. Your intention is, I want something better. You're doing the work. You're showing up. You're listening to these videos. You have made the cut, period. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. That's how this stuff works. I say things that I'm getting, and you decide if you want to align with that truth or if you don't align with that truth. If you have questions, if you have doubt, it's time to tune within. Get in tune with yourself, with your subconscious, with your higher power. Do you want to make the cut? Do you want to see a world where everyone is safe, everyone is held, everyone is loved, everyone has a chance to thrive? If that is what you want, that's what you need to make the cut. We're going. Gosh, and now reflecting, I really shouldn't have said made the cut so much, because maybe I'm just like reinforcing the fear. Please understand the intention I'm trying to say. I'm going to have to leave it at that before I dig myself in deeper. But guys, this was a powerful dream and powerful energies last night. Things are happening.